We are live. So I'm charging my phone because I'm not sure what the electrical situation is going to be when I go camping today. It's actually not even a campground. It's a fishing place, right? And so, but he was saying you can pitch a tent and it's 24 hours because the catfish there, the big ones bite at night, so it's 24 hours. And you pay to get in, of course, but then you just pitch a tent anywhere, and people are fishing there all night long. It's 24 hours, right? So I was like, this is perfect. And I asked him, even if I don't fish and I pitch a tent and I bring my dogs, is that okay? And he's like, yeah, it's fine. So I don't really know if I'm gonna have electricity there or anything. So I'm charging my phone, and it's saying I got the S10 yesterday. So anyways, it tells me how long it's gonna take for it to fully charge. It's very convenient. So it's saying I have about an hour for it to charge fully. So I'm waiting for an hour. Look at this. So I got this buck knife at my friend's wedding. So he gave it to us as a gift to all the groomsmen, along with some Converse shoes. But anyway, isn't that awesome? I knew one day I would be able to use this. Actually, I don't even know if I'm going to use it. I'm just going to take it with me because it makes me feel cool. And I have a reason to. I'm going camping. Anyways, I better stop swinging this around. Anyways, poke my eye out. Instead of going camping, I'll go to the emergency room. Anyways, so yeah, the thing is, I woke up this morning just thinking like, okay, what do I want to do today? Because I have the day off. I was originally going to go do something else, but plans fell through. So I just have the day to myself now, right? And I was just thinking, what do I really want to do? And I was like, I've been wanting to. Oh my goodness, Christopher! I got you. He's been sneaking around. I got you, Christopher. I was gonna take him too because he doesn't run away when we go out back in the backyard and everything. He acts like he doesn't care about us and he doesn't like us, but he does. Like, you are an actor. You know you love me. You know you love me, Christopher. I love you too, buddy. He acts like he doesn't like me. Oh my goodness. And he acts like he doesn't like the dogs either. But as soon as we come back inside, we're out in the backyard, he acts like he doesn't care. He's like, you don't know me. Act like you don't know me. I don't want to be embarrassed, right? And so as soon as they're done, I'm like, come on guys, let's go in. He comes running in. So he likes us. He just acts like he doesn't. I was thinking actually about taking him, but I just don't think he's going to enjoy it. I just don't think he's going to like it. Nikki Hammond, camping, that's where you rent a cottage on a lake, right? No, I'm going to pitch a tent. So I bought a 7-person TP tent because I feel like I'm a pretty big guy, right? I take up a lot of space. Dexter's pretty big. Angel, she's about 50, 60 pounds, and I want her to be comfortable. So I wanted there to be enough room for all of us to lay comfortably and sleep together. So I got a 7-man tent, 7-person tent. I got a sleeping bag that I'm just going to put out because it's warm these days. So I did bring an extra, like a sweater and jeans just in case it got cold at night, and my beanie. So, I can totally, dress a little bit more warm if it gets colder. But I was just going to spread the sleeping bag that I bought on the floor there, and just all of us sleep together. And I'm going to spoon Dexter. I'm going to just totally spoon him. Anyways, yeah, so Angel's 14 now, and she just about a little over a week ago, she started to act very just like she had no energy. She wasn't able to get up. She wasn't really wanting to eat. And I was just so sad. I was so scared. I was like, no, don't do this to me, Angel. Don't do this to me not right now. So, but anyways, Tense, you have more guts than me. That entails bugs. I don't care about bugs. I love bugs. Anyways, so I gave her an leave like an idiot. So lesson learned: do not give your dogs human painkillers. Okay, Tylenol, Aleve, none of that. I was an idiot. I was like, she's in pain. I can tell she's like, even on the walks of the past few weeks, I could tell she's like kind of joint pain and everything. She's walking a little more slowly. So I was like, I'm gonna help her out. I gave her an Aleve. Idiot. And then all of a sudden, I Googled it, and it's like, yeah, it's poisonous. So I kept a really close eye on her that night. I was so scared, but she is fine. And everyone's saying like, don't do it again. It's like, of course I'm not going to do it again. So anyways, then I looked into other options, and CBD oil seemed like a very good natural remedy, like a good alternative option to prescription, So I went and got some CBD oil. and I put it, put a few drops in her mouth. Almost instantly, she was like she's walking. Just yesterday, we walked about 3 miles, and she was her old self again. We took it slow, of course. I walked at her pace, let her take a break, sniff around, and so it took about a little over 2 hours. But still, she's her kind of old self again, right? And I just feel like I got lucky. I have this window of time now before she gets really bad again, because she's 14 years old. How much more time does she have? And I was thinking, I cannot put this off anymore. If I really want to have a good camping experience with my dog, Angel and Dexter and We-Me, and have that great memory, I have to do it now when I have a chance, right? I can't keep putting it off. Later, I'll do it next week. And then what if that time never comes and she gets too sick again and she gets too weak and I have to put her down, like I can't. So, what do they say? Carpe diem. I'm going to seize this day. I'm going to seize this opportunity. And so I went to Walmart, got the tent, got the sleeping bags. I got a bunch of vegetables, some granola bars for myself, trail mix, nuts and stuff. And then for the dogs, I got Stella and Chewy's raw kibble, freeze-dried and raw kibble. And then I got the lamb dinner patties. So, so the dogs and I have plenty to eat. I got water for them, got water for myself. And even if we sit there and do nothing, even if we sit there and just do nothing and just sit around the tent, that to me is still so meaningful. Nikki, wow, awesome. Glad she's getting some relief. Yes. Oh my God, I was so scared. I was so scared and so sad. But yeah, I mean, now that I have this little window of opportunity now where she's doing okay with the CBD oil, also I changed their food to Stella and Chewy's. I realized, just like me, now that I changed my diet and I'm exercising, like I feel much better, right? I don't even have allergies. Oh my God, isn't that crazy? Every single year, ever since we moved down to Georgia, allergy season, like allergies would just drive me crazy. Like my eyes, I wouldn't be able to breathe. And I don't suffer from allergies anymore. This whole season, I took maybe one Claritin when it got really bad one day. That's it. And one of my clients, she actually told me it's probably because I've changed my diet and I'm eating more, I'm vegetarian. I wasn't vegetarian until about last week. I didn't really change, but I stopped eating junk food. I stopped eating, I was eating whole foods. If I was going to eat meat, I went to the deli, got a steak and cooked it, got some salmon, cooked it, and vegetables. So I started to eat more healthy. I took Joe Rogan's advice. Joe Rogan said when you go to the grocery store, try to stick to the outside. Don't go into the middle lanes because the middle aisles are all junk. He's like, even the cereal aisle, don't go down there. He's like, if you do go in the middle of the grocery store, the middle aisles, he was like, have a mission, stay focused, have a list and know what you're going after, right? And get those, and don't let your eyes wander, because he was saying if you stick to the outside walls of the grocery store, that's where all the produce and the meat and all the fresh, stuff and the frozen section is. He's like, stick there, don't go in the middle aisles unless you have a real a reason to, So I took his advice, and I really started changing my diet, cleaning up my diet, exercising regularly, and I don't even suffer from allergies anymore. And my client was saying it's because what did she say? Inflammation. She was saying that by drinking better water, drinking more water, and cleaning up your diet, you reduce inflammation in your body. And she was like, it's the inflamed, whatever sinuses and stuff that really, I guess, contributes to the allergies, the allergic reactions to the pollen and everything. I don't know if it's that, or if I've gotten used to it because we moved down here in '94. So maybe after 15 years, I've gotten 25 years. Holy shit. Maybe after 25 years. No, is it 25 years? Hold on. 1994, right, is when I moved down here. So 10 years would be 2004. 20 years would be 2014. 25 years ago, I moved down to Atlanta 25 years ago. Oh my God, that's a long time. But yeah, maybe after 25 years, my body has just gotten used to the pollen. But that doesn't really make sense, because there are some people who are telling me that they've never really had allergy problems before, and now their allergies, they're feeling them. They're like, the pollen must be getting worse. Maybe the pollen's not getting worse. Maybe their diet is getting worse, right? Maybe not. They're not making that connection. Just like I never made that connection, even with my dogs. I was trying to just get them, nice kibble like Purina with the life bites, the raw bites and stuff. But no, none of that. All of that is clever marketing. I even tried giving them Blue Buffalo. They threw it up, and they had really runny stool. So yeah, all of that stuff is just clever marketing, good packaging, right? So now that I've actually realized, I connected it. Their diet is so important to them, especially Angel at this age, you know. So now that I changed over to Stella and Chewy's, I've seen a noticeable difference. And it is expensive, but well, relative compared to the other dog food is expensive. But I was looking at it this way. I was like, I could just buy 1 or 2 bags, every couple days, right? And feed them. Just like how I don't stockpile food for myself. I go to the grocery store pretty much every day. And like, what do I want to eat today? Well, today I want to make a kale salad. Okay, so I'll buy kale, Caesar dressing. And I also like to put shredded carrots in there, some sunflower seeds, sometimes some sliced almonds. What else do I like to put in there? But yeah, I like to make Caesar salad using kale now. It's just delicious. But anyways, I do that every day. I don't really buy a bunch of kale and then use it all week. I go to the grocery store pretty much every day or every other day, and buy stuff that I want to eat for that day and cook it, right? Why not for my dogs too? Why do I think that it's okay to buy this big giant bag of kibble and just keep feeding that to them for like 2 weeks or so, a week or two? It's like, oh, no, when it gets low, now I got to go buy another giant bag of junk food for my dogs. I was like, I realized I got to treat them like living beings that are part of my family. They're my family members, right? And so I can't just give them shitty food like that. I gotta take better care of them. So now it's like, you know what? Even if I have to go and stop by and buy a bag of Stella and Chewy's, because I don't like to buy the big bags. It's really expensive. But the smaller bags, like $20, right? I can spend $20 every couple of days on my dog's food. Why not? And and treat it like I'm, like myself. I'm buying food for the day or two, cooking it, eating it. I always get some more food, and always, try different stuff. I don't want to eat a kale salad every day of the week. It's delicious, but I mean, yeah. So it's like that way. I buy a bag, feed it to them for about a day or two, and then get another one, and then that way they can try duck, they can try goose, they can try lamb, venison. Some of the Stella Chewy ones, they have a mix. Right now, I got the mixed one. It has a little bit of lamb, a little bit of venison, a little bit of beef. All in the one patty. So, anyways, I don't know why I got into all this. Oh, amateur super fan. This is why I'm streaming right now, because on YouTube, because I haven't been on YouTube for a little bit, because I'm not allowed to. I can't. I don't have the option to stream live anymore from my phone, because I don't have 1,000 subscribers, which I don't care. I don't ever want 1,000 subscribers on this channel. I want to keep it a core group of people I know I can talk to, and I know they actually care about what I say. And amateur super fan, you're one of them. Good luck today. Peace to you from me. Thank you so much. I'm receiving the peace that you're sending me, and I am sending you blessings and love and joy. So, oh my goodness, check this out. Christopher is just laid out on my bed. Am I boring you? Am I boring you, Christopher? That's it. I knew I would have a use for it. I just wanted to pull it out. Oh man. But anyways, so that's my plan for today. I'm gonna take them to go camping, and then just, I don't know. I don't even have any plans. And I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to charge my phone or anything. I'm just gonna take my journal. And just spend the day with my dogs out in nature, and then sleep with them in the tent tonight, and then tomorrow morning walk with them again. Maybe spend the whole day there, while I'm still there. And then tomorrow evening, we have the groomers here in Georgia set up a dinner. So they're going to have dinner at a Mexican restaurant near the Mall of Georgia. And it's Cinco de Mayo, so it's going to be crazy. So I got to be there, right? I mean, I can't miss crazy. So that's what I'm going to do tomorrow night. So, yeah. And then next week, again, packed schedule. So, yeah, just just trying to stay busy, and trying to think at every single moment, just asking myself, what is the best use of my time right now? And I got everything packed and ready. We're pretty much, I'm pretty much ready to put the dogs in the car, get the dogs in the car, and head over to the campsite. But I'm just waiting for my phone to charge fully because again, I just don't know what the situation is going to be there. And I get the feeling that if it's beautiful, I'm going to want to take some pictures and put it on Instagram and stuff. So, that's that. Oh my goodness, Christopher is just too adorable. Oh my goodness. Ow! I'm sorry, buddy. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I bothered you. Oh my goodness, I love Christopher. I would take him with me, but I just don't think he's gonna like it. He's too sophisticated of a cat. He does go outside with us, but he doesn't enjoy it. He comes right back in. So yeah, I'm gonna miss him tonight, but I got Dexter and We-Me. Oh, I actually have to groom my dogs too, so that's what I'm gonna do too. I'm gonna take all my grooming stuff with me, set up the table and all that. And if I have a power source there, if I have electricity there, then I might, set up my phone and live stream on Facebook, grooming my dogs out there on the campsite. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes, just going with the flow. I mean, there's really no way for me to plan anything because I've never been there. This is my first time camping with my dogs. Isn't that amazing? This is my first time camping with my dogs. So I don't even know how it's going to go. I'm excited. I just feel like this is going to be a really good experience. And then I think the next holiday weekend, Labor Day weekend or something like that, I think there's a weekend. Anyways, I have a weekend that I scheduled out so that I can go camping with my dogs. So this is a really good test run just for one night. And I get to set up the tent, see if I even know how to set up a tent anymore, and just kind of do a test run tonight. That way we'll work out all the kinks. Because a lot of times you don't even know what to ask until you start doing something and running into the problems. Then it's like, what do I do about this? What do I do about this? But when someone says, hey, do you have any questions? Before you even start anything, you're like, no, I don't have any questions, because you don't even know what to ask, So I got the feeling that I'm probably going to run into a lot of challenges and things that I don't expect, but that way it'll be a good test run this time. So that way when I actually go camping for a whole weekend, Saturday, so go Friday night, Saturday night, and then Sunday night, and then come back on Monday. So 3 nights. Before I do something like that, I think this is a good idea to just take tonight, one night, do a little test run, and see what I'm gonna need next time. Because I'm pretty sure when I'm camping tonight, I'm gonna be like, I could have used this or I could have used that. But right now, at this point, never have done it before. I don't even know. I don't even know what I don't know. Oh my goodness. So I'm gonna end it with this because this is really good. I was at this it was like this self-help thing that a friend of mine invited me to. I'm sitting there and this guy said something that really intrigued me. He said he drew a circle, right? So picture a pie chart, a circle, right? He drew a literally small slice, 10%. He's like, he's like, this circle represents knowledge, everything that there is to know, right? So this circle, this is what represents everything that you can possibly know, right? Circle of knowledge. Little 10% is what we know, So out of everything there is to know, we know less than 10%. He was like, 10% is being generous, We know less than 10% of all there is to know. Then there's another 10% that we know we don't know. So he was saying, we know we don't know everything about the ocean, what's underneath the abyss. We know we don't know everything about space or time, space travel. I was about to say time travel. But, we know these things. We know that we don't know about these things, right? So that's another 10%. So 20% represents conscious knowledge, what we know and what we know we don't know. The other 80% is what we don't even know we don't even know. Isn't that crazy? There is so much. I mean, it is disproportionate amount of what we don't even know we don't even know. So we're here in this tiny little space where what we know, we think we're so, we know so much, we're so sophisticated, but then there's this other 10% where we can acknowledge we have a little bit of conscious awareness where we're like, okay, I don't know how to go deep sea fishing, I don't know how to go crabbing, like, and I don't know how to rock climb, these are things that I know I don't know. But then there's this whole other area where we don't even know we don't know. We don't have no idea that we don't even have any idea about it, So yeah, I thought that was really fascinating because that keeps me humble. That keeps me with that's a learner mentality. I always want to learn more. I'm always seeking to find out more. It keeps me curious, because I feel like whenever we get into that place where we feel like, yeah, I know. Oh my God, have you ever had a conversation with someone where no matter what you said, oh yeah, I know. It's like, what? Oh yeah, I know. I've done that. Yep, I did that twice. It's like, I hate that. I don't enjoy talking with the know-it-all. Those are very unenjoyable conversations because they already know. They already know everything they're about to say, and they actually know it better than you do. And whatever you've done, they already done it twice. It's just not enjoyable because you don't learn anything, they don't learn anything because no one's there to learn. Everyone's there to, you're both there to just prove what you know. Though that's unproductive conversations, in my opinion. I don't even enjoy having them. What the conversations I enjoy, for example, when I was flying back from Boston, Dr. Rhonda, I have her card actually. We were having an amazing conversation. She's telling me stuff that I would have never even thought about because it's not in my field of reference. She's in a whole different industry. She's a medical doctor and highly respected in her field. She actually has her own consultation business and everything. Anyways, here's what she told me. She told me that think of our minds as the software, okay? Our mind, your thoughts, your brain, not your brain. Your brain is the hardware. So our body, our physical body, our brain, all these organs in our body, this is the hardware, right? Our thoughts, our mind, our consciousness, that is the software. Think about that for a second. Like this Mac that I'm using, this physical Mac, the laptop itself is the hardware. But the operating system, right, the Mac OS, and in this YouTube, the system, the Chrome that I'm using, the internet, this is all software, right? This is all the software that runs on the hardware so that we can actually have this experience. That's what it is. She's saying we cannot separate the two. We can't separate our bodies from our minds because it's together. It's hardware and software together. Now, here's the point that I really want to drive home because it was mind-blowing. This is profound, okay? And this is Dr. Rhonda telling me this. She's saying, when we have to take time to upgrade our software every once in a while, because if we do not upgrade our software, the programs don't run properly. Isn't that amazing? She's like, think about your phone. Every once in a while, it has to update, right? You have to update your software on your phone. And then what happens? I was like, oh yeah, I mean, I usually do it like around midnight or sometime, when I'm about to sleep. I do it while I'm sleeping because, it shuts off and I can't use the phone while it's upgrading. She's like, exactly. That's why people don't take the time to upgrade their software because it's inconvenient. You have to go away. You can't use the phone while it's updating. While I'm updating my software on my computer even. I can't really use the programs that's updating. And then what happens? You have to restart. It has to reboot, right? And when it reboots, there's another, she's saying most of us, because it's so inconvenient and because we don't want to take the time to read, to write in our journals, to upgrade this software, to rework the programs, old mental programs and thought processes in our head that's been passed down to us and installed in there by adults when we were kids. She's saying most of us are still running on Windows 95. And we're in the year 2019. That's why most people's experience is frustrating. That's why most people are having a frustrating experience of life right now. Their reality, it seems like the world is against them. It seems like nobody wants to help. It seems like nothing's working out for them because they're running on old software. You're running on Windows 98 or Windows 95 or the old Mac OS, you know, and we haven't upgraded our software, our thinking, our perception, our paradigm, you know, we haven't shifted our paradigm to what's actually happening now, this new reality in 2019. We must take time to meditate. We must take time away, unplug, meditate, write in your journal, read. Right now I'm listening to this book called Psycho-Cybernetics. Amazing. I would recommend to everyone, Psycho-Cybernetics. But by taking the time to do this, to upgrade my mind, I'm literally having a different experience of life. My life is completely changed, and guess what? No one else has changed around me. My mom's still the same. My mom's still critical. she still can't stand my ass. You know, she puts up with me, but barely. You know, my father, you know, I mean, he's still the same guy. It's just I am interacting with him differently, and so I'm having a different experience with my father. You know, it's like nothing around me has actually changed. I've changed. I've upgraded my software, and I'm now running on the updated software, and I'm able to see things and experience things for what they really are, not how I used to perceive them with this old operating system, you know? And it's like frustrating. And none of the programs seem to be working for me. Why me? You know? Here's what Albert Einstein said. Everyone has one important decision to make. Do I live in a friendly or hostile universe? Because what you believe is what you're going to experience. Wow. So maybe it's not the world that needs to change. Maybe we need to upgrade our software. I really hope you guys enjoyed this. You know, I hope this you got something from this, because when I had that conversation with Rhonda, I was like buzzing inside. I was like, I get it now. I get it. This is the hardware, you know? And inside here is the software. And it doesn't matter if you have, you know, if you have a really old housing, you know, for your computer, as long as you have upgraded chips, you have the upgraded memory, you have upgraded software, you're fine. Even if the housing, even if this actual laptop case was an older Mac, as long as I had all the upgraded computer chip, you know, the memory, CPU, you know, and all of that stuff. I'm not really a tech guy, so I don't know. But I'm just saying though, even if my the CPU, the tower is like an old tower back from the 90s, but everything inside is upgraded and the software is updated, you're fine. You know? So this body of mine, it's an 81 model, 1981 model. It's outdated, and there's a lot of mileage on it. There's a lot of bruises, kinks, and bumps, you know? Oh man. I got old hardware. But as long as I keep updating my software, I will have a great experience of what we call now, our moment-to-moment experience of life. Because that's all that matters. You will never be any more happier than you choose to be right now. Happiness is not a place, it's not a destination, it's not somewhere you're going to get to. Happiness is a way of traveling to wherever you're going to go. There is no way to happiness. Happiness is the way. And a lot of the, you know, wealthier people that I you know, and now that I know a lot of wealthy people, and you know, I've run into a lot of celebrities now, not a lot, a handful of celebrities, but still, I realize now, here's when depression sets in. When you get everything that you thought you wanted, money, fame, recognition, nice houses, nice cars, nice clothes, when you get all of that, and you realize you're still the same person, and you're no happier than you were before you had all that, that's when depression really sets in. Why do you think all these celebrities are in and out of rehab? Why do you think they're getting pulled over for DUI and saying crazy shit to these cops? You know, and it's all filmed. We get to enjoy the wreck that's their life. Why do you think that happens? is because, like Jim Carrey said, he wishes everybody gets to become famous and rich and famous and get everything they want, or what they think they want, because they'll finally realize that's not where happiness is, and then you really get to start living your life. But you have to be careful of thinking, I'll be happy when, I'll be happy if, because that's when real depression sets in, when you actually get all of that and you're still the same person and you're still no happier than you were before. So just remember that you're never going to be any happier than you choose to be right now. And that's the thing. I feel right now I choose to be happy, and I choose to do something that's going to make me happy. And like Brian Tracy said, what is the best use of my time right now? Well, sharing some of my thoughts with people that I care about. And I know you guys care about me, because why would you have followed me over to this new channel when I walked away from the other channel because I was acting like an idiot? And I act like an idiot now on this channel, openly and freely. And you guys are still here. This brings me joy. This brings me pleasure. And this makes me feel rewarded. And so, yeah, I'm going to do this while my phone is charging. And now I'm going to go check my phone, because as long as it's mostly charged, I can still charge it in the car on the drive over there. And then I'm going to camp with my dogs. And I'm going to just enjoy the day out in nature with my dogs, doing whatever comes to mind. And I hope by me sharing this, it'll help you think, well, if this idiot can do it, maybe I can do it too. And you can. You can do it better than I can. You can, anything that you see me do, if you think it's great, if you think it's praiseworthy, just know that I'm a fuck up. I really am. That means that if you look up to me, or you think that I'm doing things that you want to do, you can do it so much better. You can do it so much better than I have, and you can do it with less mistakes than I have. I honor the light in you that's also in me. Namaste.